23. So UCLA's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build.
Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Going to take a shot at this DB. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So Indiana's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely... First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Working the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They want to continue this long drive. Ninth play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. And the Bruins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun. Got his man. Touchdown, UCLA. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Thomas. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That's caught. It's Marshall. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Iamaleava. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Power football with the run. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, this Hoosier defense had a complete 180. They went from 101st in points allowed to 6th in just 1 year's time, thanks to new scheme, new staff, new players. David, how rare is a turnaround like this?
It's extremely rare, but the system was good because the coach came with them, right? They brought a bunch of guys from JMU, and Kamara, having a guy that was top 5 in the Big Ten in sacks right away. They played the run, they were physical, they played hard. They played beyond expectations. Looking forward to this season now.
It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. The Bruins get the first down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be changing the route. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Trying to barrel in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense late in the
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Matthews. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough.
Intercepted, number 19. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
You got to be so careful too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Finds his man, it's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously, he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and look, the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They're so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the field goal unit is on the field. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field. It's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because at first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Here's the pressure. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So first down will open up the final period. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the air. It's Iamaleava. Got his man quickly. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Punts it out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The designed run for the quarterback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, UCLA! They've got the lead here in the 4th. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
On the move. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Oh, yeah.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Robinson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Quarterback keeps it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bruins are in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But
touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
To the air, it's Iamaleava, using his feet to buy time, finding an escape route. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
I'd tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit, nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
Quick completion on the out. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
Well, there's no quitting.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.